Hey everyone, how I here with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, I guess you can say it's part 2 because I did a Goku version of this. Now I'm doing the Frieza version for the LR Dokkan Festival exclusive 350 million download celebration unit that's going to be dropping on both versions of the game. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's dive in. I had fun making the Goku. And to be honest with you, when I initially built this unit, it was way better than the Goku. I had to scale it back. I'll tell you what some of the things I scaled back on, but like the first version of this was like, yeah, this is ridiculous. It's like 10 times the best unit in the game. And you know, we know that extreme units aren't always the best, but you know, this unit, I think I did fairly well on this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the unit itself. So it is the Galactic Power Frieza final form. I'm expecting a final form Frieza that's we're going to actually transform this into a full Power Frieza. So and I'm just going to make this an extreme int unit. So I had extreme int and super physical as the two type advantages. Once again, I'm probably wrong, maybe right, who knows. But let's look at this unit closer. Just like what I did with the Goku, I made the team cost for this unit here 80 versus 77. Just a little bit of an increase, saying, hey, you know what, the extended power creep is happening. And as you can see here, the leader skill is it's the same with just two different categories, but it's Ki plus 4 HP and attack defense 180%. I just want them to break the 170% meta, or at least 177% meta with LR Friku. So we're going 180 here. So anyway, the leader skills are going to be for Wicked Bloodline, which I think we need a new Wicked Bloodline leader. The AGL Meta Cooler has not aged very well, and you generally don't run like a full Frieza team and things of that nature. The cooler that you're running is Transformation Boost and Terrifying Conqueror Strength Cooler, right? That's the cooler that you're running. But you know, I think this would be a great Dokkan Festival exclusive LR Wicked Bloodline 180% leader. And then the secondary leader skill, or I guess the main one too, doesn't matter, is the new category of Overzealous Fighters. These are units, or these are characters in Dragon Ball that was overly confident and maybe got defeated, which is probably a lot. Just to really be honest with you, I didn't really think about like how many units would be on that category, but I just kind of threw it in there. So a little bit different than the Goku one, which was legendary finish. But yeah, those are the two categories on the leader skills. Now, super attack and ultra super attack, the 12 and 18 key here, they both stack. One stacks attack, which is the 12 key, and then the 18 raises defense, stacking there. Now, the super attack for the 12 key lowers attack as well, and the 18 lowers defense. So there's going to be benefits on both. Now, the thing is, you want to get 18 or above. So you're not going to really use the 12 key that much unless you're doing something, you know, interesting. You want to stack the attack, and you want to have the opportunity to lower the enemy's attack there. That's the only reason. So kind of specialized. But if you want to do more damage, you're going to need to do 18 or above to definitely do more damage. Because the passive skill here, the Conqueror's Pride, is defense 80%, which you might go, well, that's kind of low. Well, think about it. The defense for Goku was 59, but you can then boost it up by Ki. In this case scenario, you can only increase attack, but you can guard against all attacks. So that's going to be the key thing there, is guard against all attacks during this form here, and 80% defense. I think it's pretty good. And then with the 18 key, you can continue to stack defense. So this unit is just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So very, you know, Tech Ultimate Gohan type of benefits here. So the additional plus 10% to attack is actually when your Ki rises up by 1 up to 240%. As you can see, there is no standardized attack increase. So this is going straight from how much Ki you actually have, and it can go all the way up to 24 or 240%, which is 24 Ki, right? If you max out at 24 Ki, which I really, the reason why I'm doing this for both units is we don't spend too much time trying to max out, you know, Ki besides getting to 18, right? So now getting this little extra 1 or 2 or more, getting up to 240 to attack is really strong for an LR. So and then to help with that, like I already mentioned, you know, guard against all attacks, which is very, very strong, is you get key +1 per rainbow key sphere obtained. So that's going to help out getting you to your 24 key for sure. And then if you're fighting a Super Saiyan's category enemy, you're going to be able to actually get an additional key +2. This is for all allies, that is, attack and defense 20%. So I think this unit is just very, very good as is. I don't even know if you want to transform, because when you transform, I'm kind of using the whole cooler type of mechanic here. You're going to be more on the attack side and then less on the support and even defensive side on here. So the attack active skill is full power, and you can activate this if you're fighting against a Goku who is Super Saiyan or from the 3rd turn or more. So I think it's fairly easy to, you know, pick and choose and say, okay, I'm ready to transform, or just stay in this format, because this form is really, really good. Now the link skills are Prodigies, Universe's most malevolent, strongest clan in space, big bad bosses, over flash, fierce battle, legendary power. Categories, I always mention this, right? If you're going to create a new character and you're going to have us spend dragon stones and hard-earned money for it, you want to make sure it's on a lot of categories. In this case scenario, I think it's as much as Goku. I have to look back on that, but you have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think Goku has 12. So 11 and 12 categories. That's really, really good. You have Planet NAMEK Saga. You have Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors, Full Power, Inhuman Deeds, Final Trump Card, Space Traveling Warriors, Gifted Warriors, Planetary Destruction, and Overzealous Fighters. Stats are pretty good as well. HP is 25,309, then attack is 21,600, and then defense 11,600 on here. So so this is the final Form Frieza. Of course, when you get that active skill going, if you're fighting against Super Saiyan Goku, or it's after the 3rd turn, then you can then transform. Now the card art isn't as good. I think this card art looks pretty good here. Comment below if you like the card art. Is this one right here. So I just, yeah, it doesn't really look that great, but whatever. I just wanted to build the full power version of this here. Let's make this look a little bit bigger. And we did change quite a bit. Now it doesn't stack anymore, and usually when you transform, you're going to lose you know, certain benefits. In this case scenario, the 12 key is going to attack and defense, raises attack and defense for 1 turn. The Ultra Super Attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy, and that's a Nova Strike there. The passive, so we're going to call this the Conqueror's Aggression versus the Pride. You're going to get a little defensive boost, so it's going to be from 80 to 100%. Of course, you've already been stacking your defense as well, so you should even be even higher than that. And you're going to get additional boost to your attack percentage. It's 12% per attack per key sphere, or not key sphere, but per key rises up by 1. And that's up to 280% versus the 240. So you still need 24 key to max out. So, and then even better here, you get +2 to key per rainbow key sphere obtained. What you do lose, though, is guard against all attacks. So I was like, yeah, I just can't keep it on here. I want to make them a little bit weaker, a little bit stronger on the offensive end. And then you're going to be attacks effective against all pure Saiyans category enemies, which is going to be a lot, right? So this unit's going to just destroy Saiyans here. And then nullifies enemies' unarmed and physical super attacks within the same turn when you have 18 key or more. So a little bit beneficial there. I think most super attacks are key based, but I just said, you know, nullify for unarmed and physical super attacks here. Before I changed it to this, because it was a lot better, I actually had attack and defense at 100%, and then just kind of left the attack as up to 240. I think that would have been just too crazy of a power jump, so I ended up just taking it off and just increasing the max to 280. Having that extra 100, I was just like, this is gonna be way better than the Goku, and when it comes to damage, and that doesn't make any sense. Goku should be better. And then I had a damage reduction instead of the +2 to key. I had a damage reduction when picking up rainbow key spheres, and I was like, okay, I'm just making it way too strong. Now this does have an active skill on here, the last effort. It does recover 30% to HP, which is nice. And this was where I was kind of messed up here. I should have removed one or the other. So I should have just either left the 24 key, and then that performs a critical hit when attacking, or left the randomly changes key spheres to rainbow key spheres. So I should have just either said, okay, just going to leave it at 24 key, which maxes out everything, and you don't need the the changeless key spheres, so you don't need that anymore, or take off the 24 plus 24 key and just leave the key sphere change. So, and this will be activated after you received one attack and starting the next turn. And then you can use this active skill here, which is no negatives, right? It's kind of like a time where you can get a little bit of HP recovery and then do one final blast, right? So link skills stay the same, category still stay the same. I don't know. I think I built this fair. I don't think it's overpowered, right? I think a lot of people would end up just actually keeping them in this form, right? Because of the stacking ability and raises defense or raises attack. But you would have fun in full power because, yeah, I think it'll hit pretty hard. I would assume. I'm just looking at here, 280, right? So the difference is when it comes to this and this, right? Having the 240 max versus the 280. Then you also have the attack and defense if there's a Super Saiyan category enemy, right? So that's an additional boost there, and that's going to be removed as well. So it's kind of thinking about it in my head. I think I still did a fair enough job on here. Well, tell me what you guys think, because I love to hear you guys' comments on here. Do you like what I built here? Would you be hyped to summon for this unit here? For those people that can do the calculations, is this unit broken? It has to be, right? Because you're doing a Dokkan Festival exclusive LR with your attack up to 240. Right? I don't think many units have that. But maybe take that back. You got like LR Freaku can get up quite a bit, right? 77, 77, 77, right? But they're kind of stacking differently. But in this case, it's straight up 240 if you can get to 24 key. But anyway, that is my Dokkan Festival exclusive LR Extreme Int final form Frieza that transforms into full power Frieza. Tell me what you guys think. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.